Joyous voice is sweet and clear. Sing the sad of heart to cheer. Ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing.
Hello everyone, this is Progs Master. So here's the screen recording video finally. Now, the problems that my phone was having, it had to do with me screen recording or taking a video or a picture, and at first it was just the screen recording. Then I couldn't do a video or picture. I was able to do the review of the Whippet Frogs. I got done with it, and then it wasn't showing up in my camera roll, even though I hit the button and saw it like move into the corner of the screen on the camera. But when I click it, it just, there was nothing there. It was like a gray screen. And then when I went into my camera roll, well, there was nothing there. And then every time I tried to record 1 second, 2 second video, again, they would pop up in the corner there, but they'd disappear in camera roll. Same exact thing for pictures. But I figured out it was actually because I needed to update my phone to iOS 15. And I've seen that it's been happening to a few other people at least. So if something's been happening to one of you guys, that's why I need to update it, because I guess it doesn't automatically do it, which I thought it used to, or maybe I just have it switched to where it's not automatic. I guess that's a possibility. But if your videos or photos are just disappearing, well, it's 100% because you need to update it. Because that's the reason as to why that's happening. I was looking online, and every single one that I found about someone saying their stuff was disappearing in camera roll, they said they updated their phone to the new iOS thing and that fixed it. I think some said you could just restart your phone, which I did that first, and it made the videos come back, but they still weren't playing at all. And they were like frozen. And the Whippet Frogs video actually would not show up at all until I actually updated the phone. Even when I would reset my phone again and again and again, the other videos would pop up for a little bit and stay there. Not the Whippet video. So I thought I was going to have to remake that. That was a long one too, because I was going over Nostalgia Month in it. But luckily it did come back. Although I know it stayed in low quality for quite a while. So if you haven't seen it since like it just came out, it's in perfect quality again. The highest it could be. So I'm glad it didn't stay in 360p. That would have been gross. Okay, so with that out of the way, look what it is. Okay, now you should know two things here. One, you should know that these are Country Pigs, a series that no one seems to care about except for me and probably two other collectors. All right, I'm sorry. To be serious, me and 4 other collectors. There you go. Now I'm being real. The other thing, Joe. It's from Joe. And you guys obviously know who Joe is, right? I mean, if you don't know who Joe is at this point, you should leave the community right now and never come back. I'm just joking. Really, though, you should know who that is. Okay? Okay. Of course, he posted it on his Twitter. That's where he's posting all of these really interesting images. Not YouTube Community or any of that. It's Twitter. But he also does have YouTube, and he has Instagram. But again, you all should know this at this point. Whenever I show these pictures on YouTube, I always start to feel bad because it's his pictures and I'm showing them on here on YouTube. And considering who he is, it makes me feel bad. Makes me get all scared, feeling like I shouldn't be doing it. The guilt. But then again, he is putting a bunch of pictures on Twitter. So that makes me feel better about it. Now you see, when it's just another collector's video or picture, I don't care then. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Pretty sure I've always credited, but I mean, I never get worried or anything about that. That's just like, oh, okay, I'm going to use this. But here, when it comes to Joe, it's like a completely different thing. 100% the other way around. I wonder if any of you feel like that too, because I'm pretty sure I've seen some of his images on other people's channels. I think at least one. I'm pretty sure some of the showroom stuff. I showed one of the showroom things, but every time I do this, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I'm sure he doesn't care. He probably doesn't even know that these are on YouTube. But, I mean, you never know. He's got a couple of my videos in his Stuff I've Done playlist. Yeah, it's true. It's very cool. Okay, well, now we can talk about these. The famous country pigs, except they're not famous. Then again, I guess no Gemmy item really is, except for the fish. Now, to make this interesting, we're not going to go left to right or right to left. No, we're going to go middle to right and then to left. You see, now I made it unpredictable. You weren't expecting to see this guy coming up first. Now you're all in surprise. You didn't see it coming. Well, let's talk about him. This is the worst one. That's for sure. You got a fork. It looks pretty cheap. You got a little sausage. It looks not as cheap. This looks okay, I guess. Got the apron and the bandana. A little plain looking, but it works. No button, but, you know, these are all, right? These are all blank. They're all something with an S at the end. If you don't know what I'm saying, then you really need to leave the community. Okay. And that time it wasn't a joke. Okay. They don't have any tongues, as you can see, so that makes them look a little weird. Not too weird, not too noticeable, but when you kind of look at it, then it's a little different. They still got their mouth things there at the end. No rosy cheeks on this. Chef hat looks pretty good. It's the best thing on it. Probably the same one they used on some of their hamsters, I'm sure. But also, I don't know if this has a mechanism or not. Don't really know with any of them. I mean, Joe had said that they always did the mechanism first. Got that completely working. All good to go. Then they did the character. Always did the character last. So you'd think that, okay, there's probably mechanisms in all these doesn't seem that way. They also don't have, the buttons on them, but I mean, he said what he said. Of course, these specific 5 could be ones meant to just be plush for whatever reason. It's not like at this time Gemmy was selling just plush things, but I don't know. It doesn't look like these have mechanisms in them, though. Most of them, anyway. A couple of them kind of do, but then you look at their heads, and then it kind of doesn't, really. But, okay. Now let's move over here. I'm saving the names and the songs for the end. That way you stay. So you can't see the paper button there, so who knows? He may have it, he may not. Not really holding on to the guitar that well, but then again, he is, just like the rest of these, blank with an S. Got that jacket there. Pretty similar to a certain Frogs. A white shirt, round belt, hands down there. That's black, I think. I'm wondering if it's like leather, though, because I kind of feel like it is. Because I can see, like, it gets a little bit lighter, like, towards the center. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it's leather. Like, the leather that's on that one Elvis Hound Dog. And there's the glasses. It's the Frog's glasses, actually. And look at that hair. It's a certain Frog's hair. Very wild looking. It kind of reminds you of Harlan. But then again, it's also pretty different from Harlan. Different glasses. Hair color is different. The hairstyle is different. And just longer hair. So it's still quite the difference. And the guitar, it's not even the same color guitar. Then you've got this guy. We've seen this one before. Then again, you've seen these two before too. This one, it might be a little hard to tell for some of you, but you'll probably start to remember something that looked like this. I'm sure you know this guy, though. No button, of course. But this one looks pretty similar to the picture you saw of him before. Just it's a cop, and it's a pig. Gemmy didn't mean anything by that. No way. Hat looks pretty good. Glasses there, Frog's glasses again. You can tell that it has eyes there, so I'm sure that one does too. I think you can actually just barely see that one there. No tongue or anything, no rosy cheeks, just like that one and all of these. Again, definitely doesn't look like there's a mechanism in there. This one, there could be, but again, I mean, it's like the head seems bigger, I guess. I don't know. This one, though, that does not look like it has a mechanism. And you can't tell if there's a battery compartment down here. There's none where you can see that. Looks like it may have a shiny, like, little badge there. May not be fabric. That might be a little piece. Or that's just white fabric right there instead of a shine. But it looks like a little shiny piece. Although if this were produced, I'm certain they would have made that into fabric and not a little plastic piece, because that would not be safe for... yeah, think about the moving monkeys and what they got, and you'll piece together the problem there. It's a mystery, solve it. All right, now let's move over to the left. And I guess I should state, since I said this was the worst one, this is the best one. This is the second best here. This is the third best, I guess. Yeah, it's the third best. This one certainly has the country look. And I feel like Gemmy's used both of these outfits here. shirt and the hat on another item before. Definitely this. And this, I think, was on a hamster. This was probably on a hamster, too. Nope, no paper button again. Same stuff. Definitely not as good as those two we saw on the right, but still got some stuff to it. The outfit is still more detailed than this, although not nearly as much as these two. So there's that. This is going to be more of a mysterious one when I get into their names and songs. But, I don't know. This one, there's not much to say. And there really isn't much to say because, well, you'll see. I'm sure this picture here must have been taken probably in 2007, but it could have been like at the end of 2006 because they had to have been doing something with the Country Pig series in 2006. And I'm assuming all of these here are just Country Pigs. The only reason why this ended up getting posted is actually because I said something. Because I do have a Twitter. That's right. So, it's because of me that this is out now. But I did not mention the Roadhogs at all to Joe. He mentioned the Roadhogs with this picture, but I'm pretty sure none of these are supposed to be Roadhogs. One of them maybe. But we'll get into that. Okay, here's the last one. It's just right in the middle. You know, it's okay, I guess. Got Mushy's hat. And, you know, there's no button, there's no tongue. The guitar is a little weird. Yeah, he's not holding it the right way. They don't need to be making it, though. Because it's, I'm done with that now. Looks like it might have a mechanism in it, but I don't know. Look at the head. It's like head, and then there's like no neck, or I guess, yeah, there's like less of a neck than what you would expect. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. The guitar looks kind of weird, though. It looks like parts of it are faded, but there's no way it could be faded because they just slapped that thing right on there. They probably took this picture the second they got done with them. I would only imagine. And then there's that outfit there, which looks pretty good. Okay. Well, now, actually, before we talk about those names and the songs, the stock photos that we had seen with all of these. You see, I did a video in 2017, a year where I was doing quite a bit of videos about the Country Pigs. But one of the best ones and most important ones was the video where I showed pretty much all of those Country Pigs and Roadhogs stock photos that had been found. I showed them in one video. Not really a very well edited video, but it still has important stuff in there, and I did state those pigs' names and songs for the most part. And 4 of the 5 of these that you see here, there were stock photos of. And most likely, the stock photos for these probably came after this picture, except for one of them. I would say, yeah, except for one. Well, actually, no. I think all the stock photos would have been after this. Yeah, they would have. I don't know what I was thinking there for a second. Because all those ones, of the individual photos of them all those look better than how they do here. No, there is one. I thought there was. I'll just say it. It's this one, but we'll start here again. So the stock photo for this one, you should watch that video. That way you can actually see them. Because I kind of can't get a hold of them again, but I got them on YouTube. And iFrogsy did upload some of them, but not all of them. I did some of them. I just didn't do it in the best way. But the video's there. This one's stock photo. It's the same color. It has the rosy cheeks, though. Has a moving mouth. Outfit is similar, but it is a little different, I think. And instead of holding a cheap fork, it's holding a slightly not as cheap scooper thing, and it's got like a little ice cream ball thing, it looks like, and you could tell it moves like a No Scrubs frogs in that. Of course, it has the button on it. It's not meant to be a holiday one, just a regular country pig. And that's that for that one. Of course, that stock photo looks better than it does here. A lot better. That one has probably the most change compared to this one. Probably. Actually, no. I think that'd still be this one here. The stock photo of this one, which I don't think is in that video. I think I had seen it, but then never uploaded it to YouTube. But that specific one, iFrogsy did. And I'm pretty sure of that. So you've probably seen that video since it's iFrogsy. I think it was like part 4 of his like stock image compilation. Should have been part 4. That's what I remember. But this one looked quite different. The hair was changed to like how the hair looks on the Roadhogs, where it's pretty short. The color was made to be darker, kind of like Harlan's, but not. I mean, I think a little bit like darker, I guess. And it had the beard like a Roadhog's. It wasn't a Roadhog's, but it had the beard. It got a hat, which it kind of looks like a pilgrim's hat. That's what I always think. I don't know if that's actually what pilgrim hat looks like. I'm pretty sure it is, but it always keeps reminding me of that, even though that doesn't fit what the theme of the item is at all. Still, I remember what that hat looks like, and it reminds me of pilgrim. The glasses were changed to Harlan's. I'm almost positive. And it has a moving mouth. It moves like On the Road Again frogs. The guitar, I think, stayed the same. The belt got a lot bigger. I think the outfit, like the shirt and the jacket, stayed close to the same. I think the pants were changed to blue. And they weren't leather. Pretty sure that's how that one was. And I think it had the rosy cheeks. It may have not, though. But yeah, that one, just like the one for this. The stock photos of these two look better than they do here. And now this one. Stock photo of this one did not change that much at all. Outfit was all the same. Pants, the same. Belt, tie. Even the badge, I think it was the same. Don't know if the badge was plastic or fabric, but I'm going to just say it was probably plastic. Moving mouth again. And moves like No Scrubs frog, so exactly like this one here. But pretty close to this one. Glasses, I think they stayed like this. I think they got changed to the Jump Around Frogs glasses. Or no, not the Jump Around Frog glasses. Like the In the Club Frogs glasses, except no transparent look to it. They did it like that. Still had the same hat. No rosy cheeks. The thing with this one stock photo is I think they put it under as a Roadhogs instead of a Country Pigs, which I don't think that fits well at all, because the Roadhogs are supposed to be rebel characters. The police officer is certainly not rebel, so I don't know why they thought of that. But it had like little claws on the hands and the feet, which it doesn't here. I would be able to see them. They weren't like plastic or anything. That would be kind of odd. It was just fabric. It was white at the ends, so white at the tips of the hands and the feet. And I guess that was supposed to make it a Roadhogs and not a Country Pigs just because of that. I mean, the 3 Roadhogs that we know came out don't have that. And actually, the stock photo for the I'm Bad'em Nationwide Roadhog does have those white little tips on it, which are supposed to be claws. Because it's a hog. But this is not a hog. This one doesn't have that. That's why the stock photo of this was probably after this picture, which goes for all of these except for one, I guess. But, honestly, probably not. But whatever. That's it for that one, I think. It looks like they were going to make it a Country Pigs, because it's with a bunch of other Country Pigs here, but they changed their mind. I don't know. Here's the interesting one. There's no stock photo of this. Could there be? Definitely, but I've never found any. I don't think anyone else has found any. There's one person that might have something, I think. I think you know who you are, too. But I've not found any. And this kind of looks like the sort of one that wouldn't have made it at all anyway. I could still see it being possible, but just not likely. So there's nothing to say with this one here. I'm sure the stock photo of this one probably would have been pretty similar to this one. I don't really see what they would have done different. Maybe glasses or something. I think they probably wouldn't have done a moving mouth with this one, considering they already did moving mouths for all 3 of these. And there's a couple, well, not a couple. I think it's just one, right? I think just one. Oh, no, there's those couple other Roadhogs. Because with the few other stock photos of Country Pigs and Roadhogs, there's the 2 Roadhog ones that I showed in that video with the Country Pigs. Those ones were named like Wild Willie and Bertha. They both had moving mouths, just like the other Roadhogs, and they still moved the same too, you could tell. So I would think with at least this one or this one, they wouldn't have also done moving mouths, because that really would have made the most of the series kind of be the same and predictable if it were like that. The few of the Country Pigs that we of course know made it, they did keep it diverse. A couple of them don't move the mouths. Actually, I guess all of them don't move the mouth except for Harlan. Yeah, that is how it is. And yet there's all of these that we're going to have moving mouths. Well, these 3 and those 2 Roadhogs that are not in this picture because, I don't know, I guess they're Roadhogs, or they didn't even get to them yet. But there's actually another one, another Country Pig. You remember the one? Pink dress, brown hair, had the like red lipstick, I guess, or maybe it was supposed to just be a tongue. And it moved like no scrubs, of course. And the moving mouth, of course. That one was named Emmy Sue. Very interesting name, but it is country-like. And it looks country. So that just would have been another Country Pigs with the moving mouth and the same mechanism. Like all of these, it's like the same mechanism pretty much. Almost all of them a moving mouth. You know what? if this one would have made it further in, it probably would have made it a moving mouth. And probably with this one too, since it seems that's what they were going to be doing at one point, I guess, till they ultimately changed their mind. I guess on budget, I would think. I think the moving mouths probably cost a little bit since they got to time that movement in with the lyrics and all that. And this is in like 2007 now, or 2006. That's not the time where stuff started getting cheaper, but it was cheaper compared to like the pop culture stuff. Of course, this is all much smaller and not as detailed, audio not as good. Anyways, this last one here, with its stock photo, it's weird because the stock photo of this one actually looks worse than this one. So I think that one's stock photo was before this picture, I think, because it didn't have a guitar. The arms were like really spread out like this one here. The outfit was the same, I think. If it were to be a little different, I think it would just be a cheaper look, still the same colors. Did not have a button. And I think it had the hat, but it had a leaf, and it's either its mouth or it was holding a leaf. I don't remember anymore. It's been a while since I've seen that picture of it. I should probably look back at that video. There's probably a country pig or a roadhog in there that I'm forgetting about that I didn't mention here. But you guys can go look at that to see for yourself. So with the stock photo of this one, yeah, worse than it is here. And yet I don't even like it here either. As you can see, I'm being kind of critical with these, but some of these just don't look the most, they're not very vibrant. Now, the two over here on the right certainly are more of a quality than this other side, but these ones still got their couple of things. It's just clearly those two are the best ones. I think that's something most can agree on. I mean, they got the most detail, that's for sure. And they just give off the most country pig feel rather than these three. Especially one like this. I mean, it's a chef. It's not country. I mean, they got the bandana on it and the sausage. I mean, maybe it's just, it doesn't seem very country. But all of these, I'm sure, did not make it. I thought that for the longest time. Even though in a couple of their stock photos do seem like stock photos that would be like put out to their website or put out somewhere. Maybe to be seen in the showroom, like with the actual items. But most of them, their stock photos don't really look so good. The stock photo of this one looks as if it came out. The others, yeah, not really. I guess this one, I don't know. I don't think they came out because they're in this picture there. What you don't know? Leave then. You know to leave. Leave the C word. And now the final thing that you just need to know, because so many of you have not seen that video, that's for sure. That was 4 years ago now. Oh, how the time flies by. You want to know the names and the songs? Well, I'll tell you. This one's name is Barbie Q, and it sings Hey Good Lookin'. This one, I am not sure on the name at all. Either that or I forgot it, but I know the song, On the Road Again. You probably expected that one. This one's name was Officer Ham, and it sings Highway Patrol. This one over here, yeah, nothing on that, unfortunately. Probably would have made it sing something like Country Roads, though. You get it? Because modern Gemmy items sing that song. Okay. So, okay, 2 of these, well, at least with this one, you know the song. 2 of them you don't know the names for. Okay, maybe a little bit of a disappointment, but I can't figure it out. I don't know. Maybe this one's name was said, I just don't remember. I'm trying to think. Actually, there's a little tiny possibility that I think this one was named Hank. Because I'm sure some of you remember that name Hank being related with the Country Pigs. It was either that this was going to be named Hank, or it's just the only thing with the name Hank related to Country Pigs is just how people mistook Harlan's name for Hank. I don't remember. I'm just going to go with Hank. That maybe was the name. I feel like they did. I feel like Gemmy did tell me the name for this. The more I think about it, I'm going to go with Hank. I can't think of any other name it would have been if it were to have a name. Hank. This one I really don't know, though, because there's no other stock photo. And I don't think there is, actually. Because I found a lot of stock photos of these Country Pigs and Roadhogs, including the Born to Be Wild Roadhog stock photo, too. And Sweet Home Alabama. Not that. And yeah, I found Maybelle's, too. Not that. And then there's this one. The name for this one was Leonard. That's right, Leonard. There's another pig named Leonard, too. He's in a couple of movies. You see, they were setting something up right there. That's another one of my funny jokes. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. The song for this one, Sweet Home Alabama. That's interesting. Another reason why these did not probably make it, because this probably became Sweetness, the Roadhog that nobody knows about, because nobody cares about the Country Pigs and the Roadhogs. But maybe they'll care about this video because it's stuff from Joe. Joe P. Well, that's it. Ooh, I'm finally done with having to talk about a bunch of things before I actually get into the topic of my video. It's just my phone's been having so many problems, and then the stuff with Nostalgia Month. Now that I finally let it all through, let it all out, now the videos don't need to be super long again, yay, because I can only imagine how long this is. It's fine, though, because it's these items here. Hold on. Is that a battery compartment? No, it's not. Well, the one last thing to learn from this is there's a mystery with this photo, actually, and it has nothing to do with the names of the items or the songs. It is a very specific thing with just one of the items, actually. What's the mystery? What's the question here? It's if this pig actually has its button there. Does it have the paper button? Is it just hidden because of this pig's foot? It could be. It really could be. I will say something that's pretty cool. I like how they set them all up here. It looks pretty official. It looks pretty neat. They didn't make it look corporate. They did a unique little curve, a little mini U, like half of a U, but it's still kind of a U. I guess it's more of a C if you turn the screen the other way. Yeah, you probably don't like that I'm doing that. but I need to. It's something that's necessary. You know why? Because some of you probably find that more interesting than this series, because everyone doesn't like these. Okay. You really should like them, though. I mean, they're pretty good. They're similar to frogs when you really think about it. And I've already let you guys know about that one. Okay. Final thoughts. If any of you say this is fake, there's shadows. I can't do shadows. Also, this isn't even from me. Look, they're in a box or something. There's corners. Where is this? A house? No, it's Jemmy. Hope everyone realized this was in Jemmy. Okay. Well, let's just wait. Oh. What? Nope. I actually remember to say that in another video. Never mind. And I know I still haven't done it yet. Yeah, it's reading all your comments. I'll do it today. I promise. No more jokes. No more lies. I've been doing quite a few of these for a bit, so there won't be any for a while. But there still probably will be one this month, because I do really like doing these, like, quite a bit. And guess what? I can tell right now that it's still doing the screen recording. So that iOS 15 update really did fix all my problems I was having with videos and photos. So that is good. Maybe you guys could see the little orange dot in the video too. I don't know. Probably. You probably can see it. So that way you guys know too, especially if you're related to screen recording. That way you don't have to be worrying about me as I'm doing this huge video about a series no one likes, except for me. Oh, and the 4 other people. I'm sorry, I almost forgot to mention you 4. Okay, I'll read your comments soon, and I hope this doesn't take too long to upload. It shouldn't, but it's going to take a while on iMovie, that's for sure. Should be good with YouTube, though. Okay. I feel like there's something. Isn't there? I guess not. I haven't looked in the comments in so long. I don't really know too much if you guys really like these videos or not, because I don't think I've seen the comments to the Turtle Dancers one or the Showroom one. Obviously not this. I think the Frogs one I did, but I kind of forget them all, because it's been a while since I've looked, like I said. I'm sure you guys like it quite a bit. No one's really done this yet. I kind of started this. And of course I have guilt from it, because I'm using Joe's pictures. It really feels as if I need to credit him everywhere. In the description, in the video. I think I'm going to start, like, putting something in the title. It's something that Skylar Studios did. Or maybe it was his other channel where he, like, credited him in the title of the video. I think I want to do that. Then I'll feel a lot better about it, since it is him, and he completely created these, unlike the frogs. I think he 100% made this series. That's what it seems. Maybe he only did it like halfway too, like the frogs. But the frogs, it was probably more than halfway. He probably mostly made them. With these, I'm sure it's the same. Okay, now I really am done, which I'm sure you're very glad to hear, because lately it's just been a bunch of long Frogs Master videos. It's like we're going back into 2018 again. Although I guess every year has long Frogs Master videos, doesn't it? Alright, you know what I'm zooming in on? It's the mystery thing. Finally glad this green screen thing works. No more phone problems. Peace.